On this week's episode, Gunner and Steve are headed to Kansas for the 2024 rifle season. Conditions were rough and the deer movement was minimal, but Gunner and Steve persevered. Gunner and Steve had to face the unexpected passing of G-Paul. The 2024 season was tough emotionally for Gunner and Steve. However, after each successful harvest this season, they both kept getting friendly reminders of G-Paul's presence. Gunner reveals what made this trip special at the end of the video.
Alright everybody, Dad and I are headed to Kansas to hunt rifle season. December 3rd, opening day's tomorrow. Dad's gonna smoke a spike.
I'm spiking hunting. That's what I'm going to Kansas for, the biggest spike.
So, yep, we're going up there and we got killing on our minds. So, Taco Bell break, gas break, and we're gonna get back on the road. I'm headed to the hotel, we're watching YouTube TV. Life below zero, getting ready for this cold weather. We come up with a pretty good game plan. I feel like we're ready to go, get after it, and make a harvest. I don't know. I feel really good about it. So get up bright and squirrely and get after it. Hopefully. So. All right, ladies and gentlemen. First morning in Kansas. We're sitting here watching a drainage. At a piece we picked up that we're gonna pheasant hunt, and we're deer hunting it. So we're gonna see if we can't catch a deer coming down this drainage to us. We already found a couple does this morning heading onto the property. It's December 4th, opening day, so back into that rut time. So we're hoping to still catch some bucks traveling and cruising down. Hopefully we can't get too down this week. So we're gonna stay at it. We're gonna see if G-Paw's lucky coat gets us a big one today. And lucky hat. Both hats. Alright. What's up, guys? It's the first evening. This morning was, I guess, successful enough. We saw some deer. We went around and looked at some walk-ins, hunting stuff, and we got out here early and we kind of set up a little, I guess you could say a blind. It's like a little pop-up sheet type deal behind some tumbleweeds, just so we could kind of hide ourselves a little better as we hunt this little these two drainages right here this evening. So we're gonna see if I can hit anything. So we'll see. Just seen one kind of pop up. Back into the rut happens, I guess. So I'll give you guys kind of a background of what we're doing here. We've got two drainages and a bunch of wheat fields around us. We picked up this lease to do a couple different things. We might try some walk-in tomorrow or later in the week. But there's pheasant everywhere and there's deer tracks in it. And we're like, okay, we're gonna find some deer out here. Well, we've got a drainage here and a woodlot kind of drainage behind us. We're trying to just watch deer traveling between food and bedding and just really traveling. It's the back end of the rut. We're thinking maybe catch the second rut, maybe. We'll have just a few extra travelers out there. But that's kind of what we're doing. We're just trying to, catch deer, on their feet, moving through. So we haven't done it yet, but we did see some does this morning, so we're kind of set up about kind of in line of where we can see where they were traveling to. Still be able to see the tops of this other drainage. So. We got a pretty good buck over there, the neighbors. I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to the camera. We got a pretty good buck over there. All the neighbors that is kind of really working away, but I guess in there he could make it to us. It's on stuff we can hunt. It's not on walk-in, nor is it on this little piece that we leased out for pheasant, but he looks pretty nice. He's got like baling wire What do you say? We went out to Big Bashers this morning and saw 3 bucks. 2 of them were off, 1 of them was on, but he was only on for a split second. I mean, anytime they were out in the open, they just took off and sprinted as fast as they could to find cover. So, we went searching a little bit. We could have went back there and probably had a pretty good hunt, but it wasn't great, it wasn't bad either. But Taylor had sent me a little patch to come look at. We came and looked at it. It's like a cut cornfield with a living field in the back. It's 157-ish acres of walking. Bird hunters have been on it, probably some bow hunters, but man, there's deer tracks everywhere. So, hey, we're gonna give it a whirl. We're set up here, perfect wind for us, so, let's see if I can't tag one today, so. Alright, up Kansas walking. Cut corn, baby, let's get it. Night number 3, morning number 1 kind of got derailed, just a little bit. We come over the hill and somebody had come in the backside of it. He saw us and took off across there to cut us off. Oh well, the wind was bad for him. We didn't hear a shot, so it didn't look like it was a great move anyway, but we hunted the first kind of 30 minutes to an hour in a different area, but we ended up getting up and driving around all this other stuff again just to kind of get an idea. We settled on a couple places. Now we're sitting on this draw right here. Goes up to a wheat field, and we're just trying little pockets and doing different things. This time of year's just been tough. Everything's kind of just laying down. It's after the rut. We're gonna try to catch something moving to food. We think they're starting to congregate to food, so hopefully we have a couple deer in this draw, and one of them's a buck. He comes cruising through here, so we're gonna find out, I guess. But if there's 2 bucks, we're gonna see how quick Dad can shoot. So. Wind moving right behind Dad. They're still here on their own edge. Speak like that beat comes. She's getting shot at or seen. She's freaking rocking. They're probably taking her. She's one of them. She's walking up just Alright, this morning we were on our lease. Saw 4 does. Came right to the property line. It was just like an invisible force field turning around. Could have been a buck in there, we don't know, but we pulled up to this nice sized piece of walk-in, standing Milo. We're just gonna kind of walk down in here and look for sign and stuff. Might hunt it tonight, we don't know yet, but there's a good draw running into this wheat field. And standing Milo on one end, so I mean, hey, we're gonna just go down here. I'm taking my gun with me just in case we bump something, but we're gonna get after it and see if we can't, find some sign. And got one more evening, one more morning, so we're gonna get after it. There's deer tracks. Looks like. Alright, we're gearing up for our last evening's hit. We've got a beat on some deer. We're just gonna have to figure out if there's a buck in this draw or not. So we're gonna hike back in here about a half mile. Try to get on these deer again, and I don't know. Maybe I can hit one, so we'll see. It's gonna be the last 30 minutes, it's just December type hunting. They're just sitting down after the rut. Bachelor groups are starting to come back up. Bucks are starting to pair back up, so yeah, we're just gonna have to get a little lucky. I don't get it done this evening or in the morning. I might come back next weekend, so we'll see. We'll see if we can't get it done. So dough might be on the docket tonight, but we'll see. We almost got back in here and we looked up and there were two does standing on the side of the ridge. Grazing, so they went in that draw, so we're gonna try to sneak up here and see if we can catch them coming out. Maybe a buck's in there with them, so we got a pretty good plan for on deer, so let's see if we can get it done. Okay, we're in position here. Took us a second. There's deer in this draw. Don't know if there's a buck in there. We hope there is. It took a lot to get here. We spooked them, so that's good. Give me a sense of this going. See where she goes, but we can see a pretty long ways. We got a drainage, we've got big old CRP hill in front of us. Just draw the drainage, so give her a puncher's chance and see how it goes. We've got 40 deer coming over this hill. Don't see a buck yet, but I can't really see him. Dad's looking at him. I've got tumbleweeds in my way. I'm down this buck. Buck comes, I'm just gonna rise up and shoot. It's gonna be a real tough hill, but gotta do what you gotta do for one or two. See what happens. I could have smelled it. So that completely didn't go as planned. We had those deer coming over the hill and something spooked them. Could be a buck over this hill, so we're gonna creep over this hill and see if we can't find something, but that was weird. Weird, they just on a dime just took off. I don't know how that goes. Shooting light's over. How much over? 5 minutes. No way. Yeah. No way. Yeah. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I'm talking on here. We had a real close call last night. And in this industry, this business, this game, you have a lot of choices you gotta make. Whether or not to do the right thing or do what you want to do. Last night, 10 minutes after light, I could see him pretty good and I got a shot. Just, I chose to do the right thing, so we're gonna come back today and see if we can't get on him. But
As Gunner and Steve were headed in their blind for the morning hunt, they noticed a deer on the hillside. Once they realized it was one of the bucks from last night, they hurried, made a game plan, and stayed put. And this is where the video starts.
that'd probably be the best way to do it. He's not very big, but he's getting killed if he gives me a shot?
I don't know. It depends on you.
Dial it up.
I can get you a drop on it.
Dial it up.
This is G-Ball's gun.
You gotta hurry though. We talked about it enough.
Down.
Really? Shot him good with his gun too, Don. Yeah. I did it with his gun.
Here we are, looking for Gunner's deer. He's right over here. Total Gunner Steve deal. Came in, saw 2 bucks last night, and just came in here today to find them. And we did, but we were halfway to the blind. But anyway, we got it done. He found him. Shot him with G-Paul's gun. That's a big deal. Shot him with G-Paul's gun. Gunner thinks he might still be kicking. And here we are. Well, up on a great Kansas buck.
Bigger than I thought he was.
Awesome possum. There he is. Would have been dead last night. So I set with Gunner. There he is, buddy.
Right in the neck too.
The only shot you had. Well, not the only one, but the best one. All right.
I didn't do it on walk-in, but we did it and it was tough.
Oh, it was great. Big old Kansas buck, still in rut. 200-pound deer.
That's a big-bodied sucker, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, because he's rutted up, but... This ain't a giant dude, but I'm tickled pink right now.
You should be. It's a cool deer.
Just
We hunted hard.
hunted hard, and this lease is good for deer, but it's really, really good for pheasant. We didn't give it enough credit, really, because I wanted to kill one of the walk-ins so bad, but...
No, probably if we hunt this every day, we probably both kill bucks.
But I don't know. This isn't a place we've got stands on. This isn't a place we've hunted a whole lot. This is a place we had to learn in really 2 days, because the rest of the time we were hunting walk-in, and we found deer on walk-in. But we saw these deer last night. This is one of the bucks we saw last night. We decided last morning we're gonna go after him, and we ran into some does. I didn't get it on film, but ran into a group of does. We had to get in front of them so they didn't push him out. And we crested the hill. He was with 2 other does just kind of walking over here, and we thought we had missed our shot, but he ended up walking across, and pretty decent little poke right at his neck, and I freaking made it. I make fun of people for taking those shots because I think, wow, those people are crazy, but I just did it. Alright, before I got him, I just want to make a little video to let you know what's going on here. My grandpa passed away October 7th, working on the boat, and he had a tag to go here and hunt the state. He built the gun for it, Bergala 270, and I brought my 300, also his gun, and this deer was we couldn't get a range because I left my rangefinder out here last night. We thought he was about 300, so Dad cranked it to 300 and handed me G-Paw's gun and said, get him. So took G-Paw's gun and I got blood with it. First harvest that gun's had, and I'm proud to do it. So love you, G-Paw. Did it for you.
Stock is cracked and it kicks like hell. It wouldn't mean what it means to me to no one. I can still hear his voice when I put it to my shoulder. It comes like a woman, son, it's all how you hold her. Taught me a whole lot more than how to hunt. One of these days we'll pass it on.